Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast, episode 199. Oh my God. Next week is the big 200. So what do I do? Let's think of something. I've got a big giveaway, probably. Keep an eye on our Twitter page. Yes, giveaways. I've got a big one, I think. So let's work it out and we'll keep you guys posted. But I hope you guys are well and safe. G-Man, how you been, bro?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just, yeah. So Monday I tore something in my knee. So that's been the story of the week for me, bro. Just unfortunately, I went back to training after my rib injury. I felt good. I was like, let's go. Pushed it a little bit further. I didn't even go hard, but just a wrong twist in jiu-jitsu, and I just heard something pop in my knee. And then by the time I got home and then cooled down, everything inflamed and the pain kicked in. So since then, just sitting at home with the knee up, putting ice on it. I'm seeing a specialist tomorrow. I'm just hoping that I can recover on, rest and physio. I hope I don't need surgery or nothing. I mean, I heard so much things about knee injuries and surgeries and stuff. So I hope I'm not in that position. After my basic research online, it looks like my meniscus might be torn, but let's see, man. Man. So I'm just gutted, man. I'm gutted. No training again. And just, I don't know, it's boring sitting at home, bro. It is boring. I just been watching nothing but shows. I finished off Reacher, which was a good show, actually. I enjoyed that. That was a good show. So yeah, just watching TV, man, basically, man. But other than that, all good, bro. All good. Just trying to get along, just trying to get on with things. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on the knee, man. I'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully, with the specialist can help me diagnose what it is, or if I'm gonna need an MRI or any of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, make sure you do, bro. Make sure you do. Gotta look after yourself, man. That's the main thing. That's what I noticed. Looking after ourselves, man. It's so important.
I mean, it's not. How do I put it? When you do sports and working out and stuff, which is great for you, but unfortunately, it does come with possible injuries and shit. So, what can you do, man? And I love it too much to stop. So I'm gonna just carry on and just keep working at it, man. Working back at it. Let's see what happens.
No, that's right. I've been fully busy, man. Work's been busy, man, and I'm working now. I did some work yesterday. I'm doing some work now, but it's just busy period at the moment with work and everything. So it's just trying to be on top of things, man. It's hard. You don't realize, man. You, as much as you love doing your hobbies, the real life work kicks in.
I feel you. You know what? I've been in the same boat. I've had a lot of stuff and projects that I've got to do for work, and the anxiety kicks in every morning. I'm like, I gotta do this, I gotta do. But you know what gets me through? Mini goals, bro. Mini goals per day. Like I have a mini goal said I need to do at least one page of this today, and actually the day feels like a success. And if I don't complete that goal, considering how much work I might get done on the side, if I don't complete the mini goal, then the day feels a bit like unsuccessful. But just setting a mini goal and then completing that goal, it just has a much successful feeling at the end of the day. So that's how I've been getting through, man. Just setting mini goals, man.
It's the best we can do, man. I'm hoping I can get these things pushed out as soon as. The hell is going on, man? My system is playing games. Little goals. I know that, man, but sometimes it just gets a bit overwhelming.
Yeah,
like
I
trying
can
to
imagine.
like working on the weekend, and like I didn't sleep much because I'm like, the only thought I've got in my head now is just trying to get this work pushed. So it's not really a healthy work-life balance, life-work balance, because I want to see life-work balance, not the work-life balance. So just to be ahead of the game, I'm starting things now. So it's the only way we can do things. But yeah, other than that, bro, loads of things happening. I can't say much now, but it's going to be an eventful 2 weeks again, not just with work, but with personal stuff as well. So I'm excited to share some of that stuff later on. I think hopefully, on the 200th episode, I'll be able to let you know and confirm what's happening. So once that's done, that'll be exciting. But we've had like so much happen this week, bro, man. We had trailer drops, we had people doing new things. Let's dive in, bro. Actually, you know what? I watched before we start now, I was watching Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin on their recent podcasts and you know, their thoughts on Batman. I was like, man, guys are deep. Like Mark Bernardin put some really good points, and so does Kevin as well. And I know Kevin, once he heard Mark Bernardin, he was like, shit, I got to calm down, because I know he loved it. But
no, but he does it. But the Mark Bernardin's got a right to his opinion, and you know what? He makes some good point. The good thing about him, he makes some good points that obviously people on our level would never think of. But it puts my moistness at check. I'm still moist of it. I still love it. But it makes you think that, okay, yeah, look, a real writer like Mark Bernardin or someone who will critique it will look at it in this certain way. And I'm like, yeah. You know what? I see it. And I can never argue with Mark. I mean, you can't argue his opinion on a movie, basically.
No, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think Kevin Smith loved it, but he also had criticisms about it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah. I mean, they're filmmakers and writers, so they see it in a different format where, you know, he's not seeing it from a fanboy perspective. He did pull up some valid, good reasons. Both of them did. But I just feel like, I was like,
we haven't done our spoiler review, and I wanted to do one with you. And I know we didn't get a chance to, but I really wanted to do a spoiler with you. I mean, last week it was more fresh in my mind, but I still want to talk about it. I still want to do a spoiler review on it.
We will, bro. We will. I think let's pick some time, maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday, and just go through it for like 40 minutes or so and just give our thoughts on it. But I mean, it was an interesting podcast as always, man. I love them guys, so and I love their point of views about how they see things. So it was really good. So, but yeah, no, other than that, man, listen, man, I want to watch it again. I think I've seen it 3 times already, but I do want to see it again on the big screen. There's like so many little, like every time I see it, there's something else on there. So still good, still in cinema. Make sure you guys check it out. Moist.
You know, we're going to talk about it. It's on our list of things to do. I mean, I definitely want to watch it again. I do have to say, the only thing I agree with Mark Bernardin and Kevin Smith now is I do think 3 hours is long for me to say, I'm going to go catch it again. Like, I watched it twice and that was perfect. But for me to say, I'm going to go watch it again, I do think 3 hours is a bit long for that. For that movie, like, it's weird to say because I watch Endgames 7 times in cinema, so that's a weird to say. But remember what I was saying last time was the difference between the Marvel movies and this DC movies is what I loved about this, or not the DC movies, this movie specifically, is for 3 hours straight, this is my opinion, I think the movie kept in direction of the story, a detective story, and in every scene, it was, you know, the next clue, following up with the next clue, the next lead, and led to the end. Whereas with Marvel movies, they can have scenes where it might not, I'm not saying it's not related to the story, but it doesn't follow the next chapter in the story, but it keeps you entertained. Those Marvel movies keep you entertained with humor, with nostalgia, with with so much other stuff. So like, you know, I could watch Spider-Man multiple times, and you know what, the app it's got it on. I'm so tempted to watch it, but I could watch Spider-Man multiple times. Far From Home, No Way Home, sorry, because every scene keeps you entertained with everything, comedy, and like I said, just the nostalgia and things. Whereas with the Batman movie, for 3 hours straight, it's, you need to be concentrated and locked in because it just every part of it. But I still loved it, man. But Mark Bernardin makes some great points. They always make some great points. And like I say, it's good for us to be checked because we get proper moist with things, and it's good for someone to say, yeah, I know you love it, but you know, this didn't make sense and that didn't make sense. And we don't have to agree, but it's good to know.
Definitely. We'll get that into the spoiler discussion when we do our therapy session. Guys, make sure you check out the channel. We've got a new episode of a Geek Out session with young artist Yusuf, YK2K Illustrations. Listen, this young blood, man, he's absolutely awesome. He's a big fan of everything when it comes to anything pop culture and geeky. I've seen him on his journey. You know, we follow each other from a couple of years ago. He has his own YouTube channel. Everything's in the link. So make sure you check that episode out. We talk about him being an artist and releasing his own comic books and, you know, he should be a proud little brother, man, because bless him, he follows us on our journey. He's always showing love to us, and I want to show some love back to him because I think it's quite inspiring to see somebody at that age, you know, writing, drawing, doing these comic books, pushing it out there in the ether, getting feedback. And he does so much. He's not just into that, but he's into gaming as well. He's a big anime fan. His comic book is based on anime as well. He's got 4 issues out right now. The link's in the bio as well. Links, sorry, in the description, not in the bio. But bless him. All the best to him. Great podcast, great geek out session. He has a different vision in the way he sees things and the different passion that comes out of him. And I love seeing that. And I've been thinking I want to get a couple of the guys I worked on in Gallery 37 to jump on the podcast as well, just talk about their journey, where they are, how they've been, how was it when I was there. And, you know, I know a lot of them have moved on to do some things, so I'd love to get them back on again as well. But yeah, make sure you check that episode out, guys. Absolutely awesome. We've got more Geek Out sessions coming out, guys. I've got a couple of cosplayers to jump on as well. And then, you know, there's some more interesting stuff coming soon. But yeah, let's jump in, bro.
Awesome. That sounds great, man. That sounds awesome. All right, let's get into what we got for the week. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to go through. A lot of shit has happened. So let's quickly start off with, I saw Chris Hemsworth is to play a villain in Mad Max prequel. Interested, bro, because he's a very charming, funny.
You still there, bro?
Yeah, am I still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, it broke up a little.
Yeah, Extraction was the one movie where he played a badass dude, so he wasn't just using this charm and humor to get through the movie. But with everything else, he's just a fun guy to watch. But to see him as a villain in a Mad Max movie, I wonder if they're going to make him look not pretty, because he's too pretty to be a villain in a Mad Max movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys,
yeah.
So what do you think about that?
No, listen, bro, it'd be interesting. Listen, it's good to see actors take on different roles when it comes to, you know, they're expanding, right? They're trying to do try different things, bro. This is a different project for him. I've never seen him play a bad guy, so it'd be interesting to see how he plays this bad guy, and you know where he takes the character. I mean, I don't know what the character is going to be. I know it's going to be about young Furiosa. If it's a prequel, I don't even know if Mad Max is going to really be involved. So that's going to be quite interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, if Tom Hardy is casted in it, then obviously we're going to get some kind of Mad Max involvement. But if he's not, then obviously we won't. So I guess, yeah, I don't know the full cast list, to be honest. But it's
Look, bro, I think he's wicked, bro.
I love it, bro.
And I think what he's going to do is give us something different on the screen. He's doing this is a whole different project for him as well, you know what I mean? Look, man, I loved that movie, Mad Max Fury Road. I remember when I first saw that in the cinema, and I think to this day, it's in my top 10 movies, but to this day, the best action epic ever. Like what we saw, bro, on the screen, bro, the soundtrack and the visuals, it was stunning, bro. Like, you know, and everybody played a really great, and it's not a long movie. It's a car chase scene from beginning to end, bro. So you're like on the edge of your seat. I think it's one of the best action films this decade, bro. You know what I mean? Not this decade, last decade. And it still stands really strong. And I've watched it multiple times. I've got the artwork for the movie as well, which I love seeing the making and the artwork. I've seen it in black and white, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. So if you guys haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road black and white, make sure you check it out. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to it, bro. George Miller's back. To see him direct and get this out there, you know, he must be fucking ecstatic to see his characters come back to life again. You know, these are characters he wrote 30, 40 years ago. So it'd be interesting to take, bro. You know, all the best to everybody working on them projects, because I know how hard it is. So yeah, most times it'd be absolutely awesome to see that.
Yeah, you know what? It's been a while since I've seen it, and I don't think the missus has seen it. So you know what? I'm gonna actually maybe next week.
Slap it on, man.
When she's here next week, and I think we're gonna watch that. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Like you said, the visual. I never forget the dude on the with the guitar and he's just rocking out with the flamethrowers and shit. I mean, it's just those scenes where you're just like, this is mad. But anyway, speaking of Mr. Hemsworth, apparently Thor Love and Thunder's got some reshoots going on, and it's going to be delayed. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, man. I know we're going to get onto other topics as well. There's so much going on at the moment. Yeah, DC stuff as well, which we'll talk about. But like, there's, COVID has played its part where, it's underrun like graphic departments and people trying to get work done on time, and, graphics looking on point because like, don't get me wrong. You see, when Spider-Man came out, I know it was such a, we've been waiting for such a long time. But if you look at some of the graphics, just like the the Blu-ray they're going to release and the digital download, you could see the comparisons, having that time to work on the graphics a bit more. Bro, what we saw in cinema to what we're going to get on Blu-ray, like I can't wait to watch that on my 4K TV, bro, my 4K Blu-ray, because the quality, they've worked on the graphics. Now, I would have loved to seen that on the big screen. This gives it time to work. I mean, we just saw Batman, bro. And, not much VFX in there. Matt Reeves wanted to shoot as much as he can in real life. But look at how stunning that looked, bro, because they had the time to do it. So, yeah, props to them, man. But let's see what happens, man. I know the movies are going to be delayed, bro.
But is that what it is? Is that why Thor Love and Thunder and all the
That's
DC
what I'm thinking, but they could be other reasons, bro. There could be story changes.
I mean, I think like we've kind of moved forward from COVID, except some of the regions in Asia. And obviously there's, a global situation with Russia and Ukraine going on right now. But I feel like maybe reshoots maybe for something else, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, there could be something else. I mean, God knows what's going to happen in Doctor Strange. I mean, they done reshoots for that. Who knows what's going to be added into that. In Thor Love and Thunder, obviously the Guardians are in there. I don't know. I feel like some madness is going on. But I saw that even the DC movies, at the end of this year, we'll get Shazam, but then they move Aquaman and what's the other one?
So we still get Black Adam. So we get Super Pets. So all the dates have changed for DC, and I think they kind of lose on that because they brought out that trailer and got
and even
people excited.
Yeah, even released it in cinema and everything, like Flash and everything. So that
So the Flash has been delayed till next year. Aquaman's been delayed to next year. So we still got a chunk of DC coming out this year. We've got Super Pets coming out soon. And, with the good news that we got this week, was it this week or early, with Keanu Reeves playing Batman, bros? That's sick, bros. That awesome. Is sick. So I hope, Warner Brothers, man, please. And Keanu Reeves, boy, that's going to be sick, bros. And Kevin Hart as well. This is going to be quite interesting. So that comes out in July. That's got pushed over. Then we got Black Adam, October, November. Then we got Batgirl. Yeah, we got Batgirl and Shazam, which is pretty interesting. So, and then next year they push it over. But, I had this mad theory about that because like with everything that's going on, and the success they had from Matt Reeves' Batman, I just had a thought the other day. I was listening and people were like, they're complaining and the rest of that. And I just feel like Matt Reeves' universe, we got the Snyder Cut, and then now they're thinking, you know what? This guy did, he smashed it. And this is the first one, you know what I mean? It's smashing it in the box office at the moment. So I know we're going to get a sequel. But I just feel like they're starting to think ahead and think, you know what, hold up, if we're going to do a hard reset, why not? Let's try and work with something like this where we can work the universes together. But we don't know. I mean, that's just a theory. I don't think that's going to happen. And Matt Reeves as well, he likes individual projects and what his main focus would be just the one character. He already said that he wouldn't bring Superman into this world and the rest of it. He wants to keep it grounded and leveled as much as he can. So, yeah, that was just a thought. But if they did, and they're like, here's the money, do it. Bring it. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know because this Matt Reeves Batman was, I don't know where Wonder Woman or Aquaman or even Shazam will fit into this world. We've got those guys coming out. It's hard.
They won't, bro. They won't.
Yeah.
They won't fit with that world. They won't fit with that world at all. We maybe get a glimpse in Flashpoint. The
maybe
multiverse.
I heard rumors that they're not done with Ben Affleck's Batman. I heard rumors,
bro.
but I think
that's what I've been seeing as well.
Done. Yeah, but I think he said he was done. But I heard that after Flashpoint, we're still gonna get more of Ben. Like maybe they still might move forward with him and the Justice League universe. God knows what universe they're gonna take. They need to give us something, man. At least, man. Like Superman and shit. Let's see what more stuff they do.
Man of Steel 2, man. Man of Steel 2. We're still waiting, man. 10 years or 13 years, we're waiting, man. Come on, man. That movie was awesome.
Mad. Yeah. It's mad that we haven't got nothing.
But
like
with what's happening with Marvel and the delays, I mean, we just have to wait and see, because Doctor Strange is supposed to be like super, super crazy, bro. And when Kevin Feige is talking about, this is gonna be the anchor of the MCU and Phase 4. We could only think like how much they're gonna bring into it. It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, and they said this beats the record of Endgames. Think about it. This beats the record of Endgames of how many heroes are going to be on in one movie. Think about it, man. And the reason why this is going to be sick is because the multiverse, man, and they're going to just bring us back every other character they've ever used in the past. So we don't know what's going to happen. I won't be surprised if they throw in the old Hulk, Louis, forget, the big tonks, I can't remember his name, but I won't be surprised. Bro, I would not be surprised if they go back there. I won't be surprised if they bring back the old Banner and the old Thor and from those shows. I don't know their real names, but I won't be surprised if they did some shit like that. I won't be surprised if they took us into an animation world and took us to a different Spidey animation and X-Men, the X-Men animation, and we don't know what they're gonna give us, bro. And I feel like they're gonna give us some shit that's gonna make us go nuts. Because when you saw Professor X in the trailer for everyone to go crazy, God knows what's gonna be in the movie, bro.
Exactly.
Anyway, I can't wait for that, bro. But moving on, Daredevil season 4 on Disney Plus and to connect to the MCU. What do you think about that, man? Daredevil was a Disney Plus show, like no violence and stuff that had enough.
I mean, they'll have violence, bro. It's not like they don't have people losing and beating each other up in there. They just won't have as much as blood in it. But we'll have to wait and see, bro. I mean, you got projects like this that are coming up, and you're like, how is it going to work realistically? You know what I mean? How's it going to work realistically? So, how can you bring that world into this world? And there's going to be little changes. But look what they did with Hawkeye, bro. Bringing in the Kingpin. You know what I mean? Yes, there were slight tweaks and changes,
but it was him. It was him. End of the day, it was the character, like the way he spoke, the way he composed himself, the way he acted and walked and talked and everything. It was him. We just probably won't get Kingpin smashing off a dude's head in a car. But no. You're right. I mean, and then even in Spider-Man, we got Matt Murdock, and it was him. Like so. Yeah, no, but listen, I can't wait to see him, bro. I can't wait, and I can't wait to see the rest of them because you can't leave him out, and you can't leave Punisher out, man. You can't leave Punisher out. I didn't even speak about it, but yesterday I went on a whole with my boss up me. I went on a whole search for the new Punisher comics, and they didn't have it in Singapore. They're not out yet. They're delayed till next week or whatever, so I had to pre-order them. But I'm gonna give them a try. I'm a fan of the Punisher. I want to give it a try. I want to see. Maybe the logo's changed because he's going undercover somewhere because he's with the hand or something. I don't know. I'm going to give these comics a try. But, listen, I want to see Punisher in the MCU. I can't wait for that. But, let's see what they do. Look, Moonlight's coming out in a couple of weeks. That might be... Oh, it looks so good. So let's see what they give us with that. And then we can get a sort of... Based on that, we might get some kind of idea of what they might do with the Netflix shows. All right, moving on. Shang-Chi concept art. Did you see that? Deadpool versus Proximate Midnight in the concept art. But was that legit, bro? They were thinking of doing that.
Sick. I mean, it's concept art, isn't it? So, I mean, it's ideas that they pushed over. If they did it, they did it. If they did it, bro. Oh my god, that would be just absolutely nuts.
I mean, look, they gave us Abomination and Wang is it Wang? Wong? My bad, Wong. But that was moist as it is. But listen, look, bro, Doctor Strange, you think Deadpool's not going to show up? Come on, get the fuck out. He's going to be in it. Something's happening. They're not getting out, but talk about Deadpool. Couple of Ryan Reynolds first. Before they got Deadpool 3 director. What's his name? What's his name? Sean Levy, right?
Yeah, Sean
So
Levy, yeah.
listen, he directed. Let's talk about Adam Project in a second, but he directed Free Guy and then the Adam Project. Listen, Deadpool 3 in the Marvel Universe, bro. MCU is not fucking around. After what Doctor Strange and Spider-Man has given us, or what Doctor Strange will give us, bro. We're getting Logan. I'm telling you, bro, we're getting Logan in. If we don't get a proper Logan anytime soon, he's coming in Deadpool 3. I'm telling you, bro. I just have this feeling. Marvel's not pulling any strings. Like, they're not holding back anymore. They're not. I'm telling you, man, they're going for it. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, he's a great director. Free Guy was awesome. And in Free Guy, you know what? Maybe there was hints, because in Free Guy, he had his end scene with Cap Shield and all that sort of stuff, and the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then Adam Project, which we'll talk about now. But I sent you guys a picture. At the end of the movie, there was a picture of Hulk and Deadpool, which was freaking awesome. But that movie, Adam Project, was very, very fun. It went like that. Me and Mrs. pull it on yesterday night after you spoke about it, and it was coming up my feed. We pull it on, we enjoyed it, and we're like, oh, that's the end? Like, it went so quick. It was such a fun, easy movie to watch.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds and the kid were just like the funniest, not the funniest, but they were just so good. And then seeing Mark Ruffalo, I can't help but doing this now, and I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but I saw Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, I saw Deadpool in there, Electro was in there, and who else was there? Gamora was in that movie. I'm sorry, I shouldn't put them to their Marvel characters, but what a great movie, man! That was so awesome.
It was
I didn't
good
know
fun,
that was
bro.
coming out.
Good fun science fiction time travel movie. You know what I mean? And with great characters as well. And bro, it was like, good back and forth. It was like, I don't want to say it, but it just reminded me. It had a feel of Guardians of the Galaxy. It had that feel to it. But it was a whole different movie. I mean, time travel is complicated, and they're going the back and forth and trying to understand everything. But it was just a good, fun, a simple, easy science fiction movie to watch, bro. I love that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Good graphics. I love the technology. The battle scenes. That's a lightsaber. You know what I mean? I love that.
Yeah.
And how when people get hit, they get erased from time. That's sick, bros.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was so fun, and I didn't realize it was a science fiction movie. And like I said, I didn't even see any trailers on it, so I had no idea that this movie was coming out until I saw it on your Instagram stories and then later on. But I love some of the promotional stuff that they had. They had Christopher Lloyd in there.
Yeah.
Promotions, which is pretty cool. That was fun. But yeah, no, great movie. Great movie. I really enjoyed it. I was so fun. And that little kid, he acted just like Ryan Reynolds when it started off with him and he's quirky. I was like, he's doing Ryan Reynolds. He's freaking
yeah.
That little kid. So that was good, man.
That's great. He's good. Very good. Very good. I love how they got Christopher Lloyd involved, bro.
Yeah, he should have been in the movie though. I mean, he's in promotion. They should have threw him in the movie somewhere for gimmick's sake. But that was awesome. I really like that movie, The Adam Project. Very good.
No, I enjoyed it as well. Very cool.
I had a thought about something to go off topic again. Mr. Christopher Nolan is all about time, right? He's all about time. I wonder why they wouldn't think about giving him a Doctor Strange movie where it's all about time. Or would he make it too philosophical? I can't even say the word, but philosophical. And it wouldn't have that Marvel feel just because it's just too deep, and you got to think about the Easter.
I mean, you've seen it,
like
bro.
The twists and all that shit.
Like, he has a certain style of filmmaking, so he's a visual guy. So he'd want, I can imagine his visual, but I don't think he's not into the quirkiness of things, isn't it? But seeing him work with Doctor Strange, we'd see something very trippy, and he'd try and make it logical, because all of his films are logical, bro. When my man does Interstellar and he wants to represent a black hole, my man did all the science behind it. Here's a budget, get the science behind it right, because we want to get the visuals right. The way, the look and feel of the film, you know what I mean? And again, about time, bro, you know what I mean? Even when he did that scene at the end, bro, when he went through the parallel, when he went through the wormhole, and that's like Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Adam
Interstellar?
Oh, Interstellar. Sorry. I can't remember the visuals.
I mean, if Christopher Nolan did it, it'd be interesting. It'd be deep, though. It'd be deep. He'd make you think about it before you like.
I mean, I had that thought. I thought, you know what, he would do an amazing job of manipulating time and putting that in a great way into a Marvel movie. But I just don't think it'll be as colorful and bright and humorous as a Marvel movie. And you know, people would just be sitting there waiting for the twist and for something. But hey, man, I'm sure, you know, I don't know. It was a thought that came to mind about that. But Kibbs, my phone died, so you got the list on your phone, bro. I don't know the list anymore moving forward. But we spoke about.
Hold up.
Excuse me. Drinking too much. But yeah.
Adam
Project, Deadpool 3.
Hold up. So Shankar Proxima. Okay, so Ernie Hudson casting in Quantum Leap. What do you mean? Hold up. Is that official?
Ghostbusting ass Ernie Hudson, bro.
Is that official?
Yes, I saw something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is official.
So from what I heard, that they're looking to continue the story on, yeah?
Okay.
So it's not going to be like a reboot. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure. But Ernie Hudson, oh, come on, man. How can we not get Mr. Winston in the Ghostbusters? Winston, bro. Listen, bro, I'm hyped. You know, regardless if they do a reboot or whatever they do, I'm excited to see Quantum Leap come back. I absolutely love that show, bro. Like, you know, it's a great TV show. It worked out. Great soundtrack. Al, Ziggy, like, I don't know how they're gonna I don't know how the elements of what they're gonna bring into the show, but to hear Quantum Leap, bro, I've been talking about seeing one in the Quantum Leap for ages, and people were abusing me on Twitter back in the days. But shit happens, innit? But listen, we're getting it. If we're getting it and Ernie Hudson's in it, man, that's the guy, man. Why not? Go for it.
I before it comes out, obviously we've got time to go, but I'm definitely gonna have to watch a YouTube reminder of the original because it's been so long. So I'll definitely have to do that. I would want to say, I'll binge through it, but there's too much to watch, bro. So I will just watch a YouTube reminder and watch it. But that'd be awesome, man. But talking about old shows, I started watching Bel-Air today I watched the first episode. And you know what, bro? I thought it was really smart the way they did it because it's very serious. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that we know is comedy from beginning to end, very bright, music playing, no swearing, none of that. It's a comedy show, comedy. This was a complete flip. It's dark. It's about the ghettos of Philly. It's real. And I was like, that's very smart because if you made it comedy and just like the other one, then I'm just going to compare it and say, no, you're not Will Smith, and Carlton, you're not doing the dance right, and blah, 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 blah. Uncle Phil's not like Uncle Phil. But the fact that it's a complete twist, I'm like, I'm not comparing it at all to the other one. I'm just like, okay, you use a similar sort of concept of movie, but you make it very unique to a whole different unique show, basically. So I'm impressed, bro, that they did that. And I'm like, yeah, you straight away got me in a position where I'm not comparing it to the old one. So I recommend it. Check it out. Bel-Air.
I will do, bro. That's one of my lists, definitely. I'll check that out. So
far, so good. Yeah. Okay, cool.
What else is next, Quantum Leap? Penguin, HBO show. Boom. He deserves it.
100%. I know we're talking about Batman. We've got to do the Batman spoiler review, bro. But listen, if there was one guy I wanted to see more of in that, including Batman, I'm not joking, it was Penguin. He was so awesome to watch. But Colin Farrell done an amazing job with Penguin.
Right,
I have to say, every time Penguin was on the screen, it was exciting. Like the way he spoke, the way he acted, the way his demeanor was.
His facial expression, bro. Like, you know, when he's there, like, and he's like, vengeance. And the car starts up, and he's like, and the car starts up, and it just sounds like so mad, bro. I can't wait to get that on DVD, on Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, bro. He went nuts. It was nuts, but he had that face. He pulled it off so well, bro. I mean, you know, a performance like that where you're like, who is, like, you know, if I didn't know who Colin Farrell was, you know, I'd think that was a real actor and be like, that guy is
Yeah.
awesome, bro.
Yeah. 100%. Even when they were interrogating him, two greatest detectives. Like, he was so good. It was so good. Bro, I'm. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've all the shows, 100%, and Matt Reeves is behind it, right? All of that stuff. So, bro, I mean, this is so good because they could just expand on this Batman universe. So they just threw us into this Batman story. Now you give these HBO shows like proper, like no bullshit, WBCW shows or whatever it's called, proper HBO shows based on these characters. Now you start developing the characters, man, behind on these shows, just like what Marvel's doing, unfortunately, but not unfortunately, but copying that Marvel move. So now, bro, there's so much expansion, man, with this. And if they did give us a Gotham show, you know, it could just show it, bro. Like, again, I think it's a great idea. Whatever they're doing, I think this is a great idea because you just expand on this movie, give us some shows, give us a part 2. You know what I mean? Like, do it, man. Do a proper universe, TV and movie. And, you know, you're doing what Marvel's doing, but it works and we want it, man. So give it to us.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see more Penguin. I cannot wait. And obviously, hopefully we'll get to see more Falcone and whatnot because he was pretty good too. So
he was awesome, bro. Fatouche, bro. He killed it, bro. He was so good as Carmen Falcone. And you know, like, I didn't say it originally, but, you know, like, this, it's not really a spoiler, but, you know, his son works for DC Comics. So his son gave him a bunch of comic books, to say, this is how Carmen Falcone acts. And he, you know, for him to take that on, and he's like, you know, his son was excited. It's just, the family dynamics of it is quite exciting.
That's awesome.
Because you're like, that's really cool. But yeah, Fatouche, Phantom, man. Phantom killed it for me, bro. Awesome. That's the only thing that threw me off, though. Like, he's a great actor, bro, and he's played some really great roles, yeah? But for a moment, you get Phantom, and you're like, oh, shit, why am I going to laugh for? But he plays it really well. You know the part where he's on, when they go to the mayor's funeral, and I was like, Phantom. But he played it so well, like that boss level type of guy, bro. Sick, absolutely sick. So
listen, I enjoyed it, but yes, it's hard to, because we've seen him in so many comedy movies, so it's difficult. But no, I listen, I think he pulled it off amazing. I mean, the one I tell you what, and we'll talk about this on the Batman because I just really want to talk about it. But the one scene that I did think was kind of like that, and Mark Bernardin pulled it up, and I was like, yeah, I actually felt that as well. You know, when Batman and Penguin had the car chase, and at the end, Batman smashed into Penguin, and then he walks over. The dramatic walk was over, but when he bends over and looks at him, I did think that was a little bit funny because, like, if you can visualize, they gave us Batman's head, and he's just kind of like from the side, just. But if you looked at him from the outside, the way he'll be turning over will be kind of funny to look at. I did think that was a little bit, you know, I feel like.
But it was striking fear into Penguin. Like,
yes, I saw what he was trying to do. It's just I'm visualizing how Batman's turning over to look at him slowly.
Shit. That ass.
Anyway, yeah. No, what else? What was next?
No, listen. I'm happy that they're doing that. Gotham Knights, bro.
So that's about the Gotham. That's about Gotham, right? What's that about?
What, the game?
Oh, is it a game?
Yeah, that's the game. So the game comes out later on this year. This is where, I mean, the story goes on. Batman's dead and Nightwing and everybody else take over.
I see.
Interesting game, bro. So we're looking forward to it. You know, the Court of Owls are involved. WB Games hooked me up with the Court of Owls before DC Fandom, you know, with the mask and the invitation to the masquerade and stuff. I don't know where I've put that, but I need to find it. You know, limited edition stuff they sent me, man. So bless them. So I know that there's going to be loads of stuff coming up. Getting Ash involved with the gaming as well, aspects of it. And, you know, he's got his Batman set up, which is sick. You know, if there's any other Batman fans, when I took Ash with me to that, the multimedia screening, you know, he was excited, bro. It was so good. So good. That's so, awesome. Yeah, no, awesome. Gotham Knights come out soon. So keep an eye on the page, guys. More promo work for that as well.
Awesome.
Tommy ache, man.
I ate
Tom Hanks as Geppetto. Bro, that was so random. And I know that Disney had their investor day and they showed loads of images and, you know, we're gonna jump on one specific trailer later on at the end. But I can see Tom Hanks as him. It's weird. It's so weird because like I saw the image and I was like, holy shit, they picked Tom Hanks. I don't think they could have picked anybody else better because he's good with accents. When he did The Terminal, he was amazing. I love that movie. It's another one of my favorite films. I think it's one of the most underrated movies, though, to be honest.
The Terminal, yeah?
Yeah.
Great movie. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And he was awesome.
Yeah.
And listen, Tom Hanks is one of them guys. Anything he touches is fucking Oscar-worthy type thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's just that good. No, I'm interested. Bro, when I remember I watched some basic Pinocchio here in cinema. I thought it was Disney's. I mean, it was obviously, I don't know what it was, to be honest, but it was so basic. I could just remember this little thing going, Papa, Papa. It was like the worst movie ever. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the real Pinocchio that the Disney bring out because I watched some bootleg basic version that they put out in cinema. I don't know what the hell that was. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, I love my old Disney cartoons. So when they redo them as in real life, I enjoyed them. Beauty and the Beast was awesome. Like a lot of those movies, Jungle Book. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, Tom Hanks, awesome.
Nah, it's going to be a good one. Let's see how that goes. Live action GOW in works.
Good. Oh, God of War.
God of War. Yes, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah. So I think we spoke about that. That's going to be awesome. I think Sony's kind of, with Uncharted and whatnot, they got a little something going on with some of their movies. So, PlayStation games moving into movies. God of War is a great one. I think The Rock will be a great like Kratos, honestly. If you remember him from Fast and Furious, the one that they were in Brazil, remember that big goatee he had? I think The Rock will be a perfect casting as Kratos. I think I've seen some pictures with the Mountain. Is it a mountain? Mountain. Is it a mountain from Game of Thrones? Him or remember Tom Yum Gum, that movie with the big Australian dude? I think I've seen pictures with him. Which maybe. But I feel like The Rock. I feel like The Rock is the perfect Kratos to do. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll be interested in that. Like I said, I'm only buying a PS5 for that game anyway. Anyway, fuck you, PS. You stole £15 from me because of Ghost of Tsushima extension, robbed me and shit. Anyway, little side piece. Fuck you. But it didn't work. Fuck you, look, man. Yeah. Anyway, God of War. Yeah. No, interesting, man. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, let's see how that goes. Let's see who they cast. And if they don't cast the right person, then they're gonna lose. Because Kratos is probably one of the best video game characters out there, I would say.
It'd be interesting to see. Bro, this name here, I've been waiting for years. I thought my man went into retirement, bro. John Woo's next movie, Silent Night, starring Joel Kinnaman. Sick!
Yes. Have you seen him? Have you heard about this, yeah?
No, I haven't, bro. So that's new to me, bro. And listen, not many people like Joel Kinnaman, but I think he's quite a cool actor. He played RoboCop. He plays Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad. He's done loads, bro. I think he's a good actor. He's really good. He's quite versatile. John Woo, though, that's what I'm all about, bro.
What a legend. Where
has he been hiding, man?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he hasn't made a Hollywood movie in nearly 20 years, I think they said. And I think he's been doing stuff in Hong Kong. I'm not sure. But, bro, we grew up with the Chow Yun-fat John Woo movies, The Killer, Better Tomorrow, Hard Boiled. Bro, I miss him. And he's making this. And you got to think about something, right? He was like a pioneer. I mean, look, Quentin Tarantino, but loads of people, like directors and whatnot, got influenced by John Woo and his movie style, his action style, the double guns, the pigeons, the music, whatever it is, but the coolness, right? You got to think about something, man. He's making this movie, and apparently it's a silent movie. It's just pure action, silent movie, right? You got to think about, he was a pioneer, and everything that's happened in between and what he's learned from the John Wicks and all the other action movies come out, Equilibrium or whatever, and what he's learned and what he's going to incorporate with his own style. You know what I mean? He's going to absorb what is useful and what he could use to his movie capabilities. And then I feel like he's going to display it in this. And I don't know if he's going to give us something new and revolutionary, but I think he's going to learn from what's been going on in the industry and give us some great, amazing action movie. So in Hollywood. So I think that's, bro, I'm looking forward to it, man. That's going to be sick.
No, you know what? I'm pretty excited for that as well. That's going to be nuts, bro. That's going to be
John
so
Woo.
nuts.
Great to have
John
him back.
Woo. Good to have him back. That's a legend, bro. He's a legend.
100%.
No matter what.
The
He's a
Killer,
legend.
The Killer is probably one of my favorite movies of all time, but definitely probably my favorite Hong Kong movie of all time. No doubt about that.
Listen, absolutely great. And the fact that I've gone to some of the places where they shot the film, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to see what they
100%.
do. Definitely.
Yeah, I wish they put Chow Yun-fat in the expendable sign just for some, I don't know, just that would be great, man, to have him there as a killer or something. But anyway, just thinking about the old movies.
Those old movies are great, bro. They paved the way to some of the films we see now, bro. Like, you know, Gun Cutter, like in that Equilibrium, you know. You're getting all that stuff from Hong Kong movies, man, and John Woo played a big part of that. So that's one guy I got mad respect and love for. I mean, we touched base on this. So director Sean Levy is going to be director for Deadpool, you know. So that we've already spoken about that. The Boys trailer, bro. What did you think?
Oh, so good, so good. That show is going to be good. Billy Butcher, bro, that was it, right? He's gonna become a soup. I mean, they're throwing it all in the trailer. He's gonna become a soup, and I think that's the only way he knows he can be a soup is by having a soup. But that trailer was violent as fuck. All it had was people exploding people. Like, this show is good at showing the realism of, if I was a superhero, if Superman punched someone, what would happen? And this show is just showing it. And this trailer showed how many people are gonna blow up. That's just the trailer, bro. But so I can imagine how violent the show is going to be. So, bro, this show was wicked. From the day it come out, it's awesome, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for season 3. June, it says, right? So, you know, I love this show.
Man. We got so much coming up to us. So, like, it's really good that, you know, we're getting stuff like this. We're in good times, bro. I keep telling people, man. I got abused the other day for my thoughts on, you know, the Batman, and bro, it's a killer, bro. You kind of think like, you know, look, everybody's having their battles, and I'm not sure everybody has their own opinions, and I said that as well. But I was like, God damn, man, like, you know, you go through the comment section. It was on our TikTok page, and I think I put up. A couple of pictures of, you know, the billboard and the newspapers and stuff like that. And, you know, people were like, Zoe Kravitz was shit in it. And, you know, but it's not all that and the rest of it. And it continued, bro. And it went from being this positive post, you know, with people saying positive things. And, you know, listen, I made some great connections from that post, and shout outs to you guys because, you know, a lot of people really sent some really nice, good messages. But then, bro, pow, negativity post took over, bro. And the video kind of went not viral, you know, a good couple of thousand people watched it. But, you know, most of it was negative. And you're like, God damn, you guys, man, you killed it. The hell happened there? You know what I mean? But we live in a time where we get great stuff like this. You know, 20 years ago, bro, you know, when it all started off, you know, we were wishing, I hope this happens. I wish this happens. I see this, you know, and we're getting it now. You know, we in an era where Star Wars is still continuing, bro. You know, and we're gonna jump on that next. But
well, look, I would say this.
I don't know.
Joe Rogan's rule number 1: don't read the comments. And
it's not even that. I didn't read them. I knew it was
I know, but still, I mean, he's number, because he just listen. And you know, Joe Rogan's gone through a lot of shit recently. And I was listening to some of the recent podcasts. He's like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't read the comments. And he moves forward. That's it. Move forward in life. Listen, that's rule number 1.
You got to.
Yeah, and also, bro, think about it. When we were young, it was like, oh my God, next year they're gonna bring out whatever. I don't know, name a movie, bro. Fuck. Why am I gone blank? What's a good movie that's coming out next year?
Well, next year.
Okay, they move Flash. They move Flash in there. Next, like when we were young, it was like, oh my God, next year they're gonna bring out the Flash. Cool. I'm gonna wait 12 months. I'm gonna wait 14 months. Cool. We had nothing to do for 14 months except wait for that one, right? And then the year after, you would wait for another one. Oh my God, they're going to bring out thing. Oh, I can't wait to what they do with the next. Bro, we're in a position where we just got Spider-Man Far From Home. Then we got the Batman. No, what did we get after that? We got Hawkeye. Anyway, Batman. We're getting Moonlight at the end of the month. We're getting freaking Morbius at the end of next month. We're getting Doctor Strange. Bro, we're entertained every freaking month. And I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. I don't give a fuck, man. I love it all. So, yeah, no, awesome, bro. Fuck the comments, man. Fuck that. I don't read that shit. Hey, bro, let me go get my charger real quick before the computer dies so you carry on.
Yeah.
But
cool.
I'm moist, bro. I want more. And where did this conversation come off from? Oh, the boys. Yeah, bro. I can't wait for the boys.
For the boys, bro, I'm happy to see it. You know, we get to see a different
so
style.
Much. Yeah, go on, talk, bro.
No, we get a different style of, you know, movie making here, bro. You know what I mean? It's not something that's not an everyday thing, man. You know, we get to see comic book heroes and stories from different writers and different people. That is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? What more could we ask for as fans? You know what I mean? You know, not everything's going to be great, but when it is great, it's absolutely amazing. So, you know, I'm always going to be grateful for what we get, and I'm not going to slate anybody for their work and the rest of it, man, because people do need to know. Like, we go to a 9-to-5 job, and the people that create this stuff, sometimes it's more than a 9-to-5 job. You know, speaking to Dylan Clark when he was telling us about the process of going through Batman during COVID and everybody doing their hours and, you know, trying to get things right and working in distance, and, you know, everybody was doing as much as they can. You know, I know how much work goes into this thing, so I'm not one to ever slate anybody's work. Yes, I maybe not like it, but props to them for putting the work together to get it done. You know what I mean? And you're right, everybody's got their own opinion, and that's cool. And I didn't read the comments. I just let them continue and have a blast with each other, because that's what happens, and that's the only downfall of social media and the platforms that we have now, is that negativity will be pushed out further. You know, Ukraine stuff and all that other stuff that's going on in the world right now. It's sad, but then, you know, we've been separated. We'll always be separated because of that. You know what I mean? Nobody said anything about Syria and Palestine back then, and these kids and these families still need help now. And I did say I want to do something quick before we go into the next topic, but next week and the following week after, make sure you check out my personal Instagram page. I am donating my artwork. Whatever money you guys put into it, it's going to go to Syria and Palestine. So this old artwork, I need to make space. There's canvases, artwork. I'll probably do a couple of Funko Pops as well, but all the money will go to charity. Nothing. This is just for me to get some of my artwork out there. If you want to give it to your kids, friends, families, gifts, some of the Funko Pops as well. But all the money will go to charity, and it will help I want to help some kids out over there as well. So yeah, I'll give on the next podcast, 200 episode, I'll have the link in there and I'll have it ready, but then I'll start posting up so you can see what is available.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I mean, look, you brought it up, and you know what I did. I since it's up, I do want to get something off my chest as well. I mean, look, you mentioned that, man. Of course, Ukraine and even innocent people in Russia, because this is what's happening now. Innocent Russian people are getting. It's just like what we got. You know, all you Muslims are terrorists. It's a shame. Same shit that I see Russians going through. I've got a couple of my Russian friends who are like, it's not me. I didn't do anything or whatnot. But they're making points. Like, and I listen. Of course, the Ukrainian refugee, any refugee, right? You've got to help. But the way the world is opening up to Ukraine is beautiful. But we are so backwards as human beings. We have so much to grow as human beings, because a baby from Ukraine, everyone opens their arms to and take in. But a baby from Yemen or Syria or Palestine don't mean shit to the world, right? Because no one's opening up their arms. I'm using a baby as an example. I'm not even talking about anyone else. I'm using a baby as an example. You don't give a fuck about a baby because they're born in Palestine and Yemen and Syria and whatnot, but you open your arms up to a baby in Ukraine without doubt, and everyone's donated this. And I'm listening, I care for all of them, right? But I see so many things, the way the media is pushing it. I've got so many colleagues and everyone's praising, and I'm like, good for you, that's amazing. I just wish you had that same empathy for a human being who lives in a different place, and they happen to be brown and they happen to be Muslim and whatnot, but you don't have that same empathy. And breaks my fucking heart. And the media, bro, oh my God, some of the racist media, I cannot believe that they even say this shit. They're like, oh, but these are not refugees. These are white people with blonde hair and blue eyes, and they're not the same as refugees. These are Europeans. I'm like, what the fuck, man? We are, as human beings, we got tons to grow. I don't give a fuck about all the technology and shit that we got in the world. As human beings in our souls, we have a long way to go, man. Because like I said, the moment a baby's life don't mean shit just because the baby's born in Syria or Palestine, we got a long way to go, man. And this whole Ukraine thing, and you know what? I have to say something. You know, it's an unfortunate situation, what's going on, and the racist media and all this bullshit. But I'm seeing a lot of people's eyes being opened up a bit more on it. Now, some people are just going to forget about it. They're going to be like, yeah, I support Ukraine, and forget about it. When they blow up Palestine again, it's going to be the same. But I think some people are turning to be like, oh, this is true. Because I've seen loads of people posting stuff saying the same thing, like, don't forget about Palestine, don't forget about Syria, why just Ukraine? And it's true though, it's true. Look, I mean, you know, we should open up our arms to refugees. And who said it the best? I can't remember what quote it was, I can't remember who said it, but they said refugees can be anyone. Like they're born, I think it was Trevor Noah or something, I can't remember, but a refugee is not something you are, you can become a refugee, it doesn't matter who you are. But again, even within war, something as horrible as war, there's still racism going on, man. That, bro, we still got, as human beings, we still got a long way to go. And if you're a person that just supports one, you should support all human beings. Don't just look at Ukraine. Don't just look at just Palestine. Look at all of them and say, shit, man, they're all human beings. Listen, bro, I listened to a podcast the other day with Rogan and a guy called David Smith. He broke it down to me and I didn't even know, but this is how bad I didn't even know much about. I know Yemen's going through some fucked up shit. I didn't know that it's the worst humanitarian crisis happening currently, bro. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it was the worst because, you know, I do talk about Palestine and Afghanistan, all them other sort of places, and obviously now Ukraine. I didn't know that Yemen, since Obama times, is the worst humanitarian crisis ever. Saudi Arabia, US, the main nations, UK, Israel, they're fucking up Yemen. Like the bro, he was going in, and I just didn't know that Yemen is suffering the worst humanitarian crisis.
That's not on terrestrial TV, bro.
At all, bro. It's so bad that I didn't even know about it. Like, I did know Yemen was getting bad. I just didn't know how bad. The way he broke it down, and I saw something from Angelina Jolie, and she's out there too. And I'm just like, oh, hold on, Yemen is fucked up, and no one's talking about it. No one is saying a single word. And this is what I love about someone like Rogan's platform, because he lets people talk about it. Yeah. And bro, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that, like I say, man, I see all this Ukraine stuff and it gives me a bit of hope, but then I also see it and it gives me a sadness because I'm like, oh, you said, you fuckers, and I'm talking about the world, you fuckers don't even say anything about any other human being from this Yemens or Syrians or whatnot, but you're opening your arms up to Ukrainians just because they're white and blonde hair, blue eyes, and they're Europeans. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, human beings have a lot to grow. They have a lot to grow. Trust me, we ain't there yet. We ain't nowhere close. We got a long way to go.
I know, bro. I know. It's nuts that to think that.
You have kids. I don't mean to say this because this is fucking heartbreaking. I saw this clip of a little baby girl, man. It broke my fucking heart, and she was from Syria and whatnot. Blood, and she's confused and everything. And I'm just like, it breaks my fucking heart because no one's talking about it. No one gives a fuck about that little baby because she's born in Syria. But because there's, again, Ukraine, everyone wants to help out. Help them, of course. Have that same fucking empathy for someone else, a baby in another country, man. Fuck me. It breaks my heart, man. How could we be so basic as human beings? Like, I try my best.
That's systematically taught, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And we know that for, like, you know, the past 20 years as a Muslim, as a brown guy growing up in, you know, in this industry, in this time and era, you know, it's there, systematically there, bro. It still is, you know what I mean? You could do all the change and the rest of it you did. I mean, look what happened after George Floyd, you know, all this madness, and, you know, you're telling me how I'm feeling. You don't know how I'm feeling. You can't tell me you understand how I feel. You don't know. You can't be and listen. I don't want to be in a bad way, and I've got my views about this thing. But you telling me as a white person, you understand how I feel. You don't. You'll never know, and that doesn't matter which race you're telling that to. You will never know that. You know what I mean? You maybe have your hardships and the rest of it. Who doesn't? Everybody's going to have that, but you don't have that systematic issue that we've had for centuries. And the fact that we're living in this era now that we're still trying to resolve those things. It's a deeper conversation, bro. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I've had people try and justify and tell me, I've seen on Facebook and what, oh, no, those are domestic issues. So I'm like, all right, bro, your opinion is, appreciate your opinion, but you just shared your opinion on why you think a little baby, because I'm not talking about adults, I'm just using babies, why you think it's okay for a little baby to die there because it's a domestic issue. Jesus Christ, we have a long way. God forgive me for using the Lord's, well, not Lord's name, sorry, the Prophet's name in in vain. Some Muslims are gonna kill me for saying that. Bro, anyway, look, we got into that. Sorry, I had to express it because it's been bugging me, man. It's been bugging me, man. People care for this is why I'm very cautious to what I say. I never try to demonize any other country or race or religion, none of that sort of stuff. I try to make awareness of what is happening, but also of everything, not just Muslims because I'm Muslim, but if there's some shit going down with the Ukrainians, I want to put that too. And also with Russians, if racist shit is happening towards innocent Russian people who have nothing to do with government leaders, which most wars have nothing to do with the innocent government leader, innocent people, then support them, leave them alone. Like, leave them alone. They got nothing to do with it. In fact, they don't want war. Of course they don't. So we gotta make sure as well. We gotta check ourselves, bro, that we support human beings, black, white, brown, Muslim, Christian, atheist. It doesn't matter. Human beings is who we should be always looking out for and supporting for. Anyway, let's get back to the topic. I don't know how we got into that. I just,
right, bro. It's just, you know, we have our, it's the truth though, isn't it? It's what's happening. So that's the main thing. And remember, the podcast is not even about just us geeking out, but, you know, getting to air our thoughts, you know, our opinions, what we think about what's happening in the world as well. And it's an important thing because we're part of it as well. You know what I mean? If we're not doing our bit and doing our part, how are we supposed to raise our kids up in here? You know what I mean? You okay, Baba? All right, cool. But yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's get to the last bit, the most exciting part of last week, bro, because that had me hyped, bro. So hyped. It was absolutely nuts, bro. So Disney had the Investor Day on Wednesday. They released footage and projects that they're working on and, you know, teased people. And, you know, that morning they teased an image of, there was one guy in America who called him Ewan McGregor, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan on the cover of Entertainment Magazine, and it looked sick. And then they dropped the trailer later on that afternoon, bro. And I was like, I remember I was working and I was trying to do a trailer reaction and watch it. And I was just in awe, bro, that we get to get this story. It was a fucking sick trailer, bro.
It was. So help me with this timeline, bro. This is after episode 3 when they're going down and the Empire's hunting down all the Jedis. This is the death of all the Jedis, basically, right? Is that what they're going
So this is going to be 10. Hold on, let me get it up. Somebody sent me a synopsis this morning
because it looked good. And think about the shows that we've been getting, the Disney Plus shows that we've been getting, which is obviously Mandalorian and Boba Fett, right? Yeah. They've been awesome, but we're finally getting a Jedi show now. We're getting a Jedi one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what Star Wars has always been about. And Mandalorian, to be honest with you, he's my favorite character. I'm sorry, but the Mandalorian content piece is my favorite Star Wars content piece, and he's my favorite Star Wars character. But I'm still excited to get Jedis back.
So let me read this synopsis to you. So Obi-Wan, the series begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan is faced with his greatest defeat, the downfall and the corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker, who turns into evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. And then on Tatooine, a harsh desert world where farmers work in the heat of two suns while they protect themselves and their loved ones from the Tuscan Raiders. And listen, bro, this is gonna be sick, bro. And we saw young Luke as well, bro, playing. It's
So
nuts,
sick.
bro. I can't believe that we're gonna get this, man. I remember sending it to my manager, and he was like, "Kiv, man, I can't see this. I'm so excited." He's a big Star Wars fan as well, and yeah, bro, like we're getting the stories, bro. We're getting the stories, bro. It's just
but I just can't wait till the end of this month because we got Moonlight, and then that takes us all the way on to Obi-Wan, which leads us into. No, Moonlight leads us into Doctor Strange and listen, man, we got so much content coming up every week. I just can't wait, bro. Somewhere. I know I'm a little bit dry now, but I've been keeping myself entertained with shows that I'm watching. But just a weekly show, like I finished Pam and Tommy the other week, which was good. That was the last one. But man, Disney Plus is definitely they're doing it, bro. They're doing what they set out to do. And their subscription, I have no regrets. I mean, I don't pay for it, I know you do, but we have no regrets paying for that subscription because there's so much good content. That trailer was awesome. I can't wait to see more. I mean, the Jedi's.
Did you hear the breathing, the song? Bro, they brought back John Williams to do the soundtrack, bro. This guy is the legend of soundtracks. Nobody knows who John Williams is, They got him back for Obi-Wan, bro. My man probably sitting there chilling in retirement, making that bills and monies from all of his soundtracks that people are playing in different movies. He gets royalties still every time they play that on the radio or online or something, and they're like, please come back one more time. One last time,
Disney's got that Disney money, man. Mickey Mouse, bro. He's got that billionaire money, man. Mickey Mouse is out there bro. I mean, that South Park episode cracked me up. Have you ever seen that? Where I can't remember exactly where Mickey Mouse is coming in cussing everyone. Bro, it's hilarious, bro. Bro, Disney's just got that money. It's so good, and that's what makes it so fun because they're willing to spend that money. Like I don't know if they're willing to. I don't know the business details, but it just looks like it. They're like, oh, take the money and just go make us something. We want the best streaming platform ever, which is like, so give us whatever you want. Bro, that trailer was good. Got me pumped, man. Listen, like I say, it all starts again with Moonlight, and then weekly we just have something. That's what I love. Just weekly you have something. I love this weekly thing because honestly, I want to binge through it, but this weekly thing's awesome because weekly you have an event, you have a spectacle. Like a Wednesday.
You just have a little bit of a hype, you know what I mean? It's just it just works together really well.
So yeah, no, great trailer, man. Star Wars bringing it back. Let's see what more they give us. I'm not done with Grogu. I'm not done with thing. I hope one day they bring them together or something. I don't know. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Obi-Wan shows up in the Spirit Force with Grogu or something. Oh,
bro, I hope Qui-Gon Jinn is in it. I hope they keep a secret like Liam Neeson there on the side. Qui-Gon Jinn comes back as a Force ghost. Sick.
Talking about Liam Neeson, I watched his new movie the other day. That guy does the same shit. Do you know what they should have done with Liam Neeson? Do you know what they should have done? They should have just taken the same character from Taken and say, hey, listen, I can't remember what his name was, but just taking that same character and just put him in all these other movies and name him something else. But it's the same guy because that's.
So what movie was it? What was it called?
What's it called? Black something, but I can't remember what it was called, but it was the same thing, bro, that he was an FBI guy. He's got these skills. The FBI are trying to do some, the American government are killing off people, some corruption, and he just saves the day and does his shit. But he's 70 years old, still kicking ass. They should have just used the Taken character and just put him in all these other movies and say, oh, it's the same guy, but he's having all these different adventures. There you go. Anyway,
listen, I rate him, bro. I rate him because I was watching, him coming back as Qui-Gon Jinn would be great. And saying that, bro, I was watching Expendables the other day. I know it's a bit off topic, but it's on Netflix at the moment. And, I thought, let me put it on, let me watch it. But that first one is still a good movie and it makes me laugh, bro. But to see Stallone in his 60s, big chest and, all of them guys, I rate them, man. I've got much love for them guys because they get to do, they love doing the work they do and doing it. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. And, I hope they can bring that, like, I was going to say it like that American guy, Ewan McGregor, when he talks about this character, like the excitement he has, bro, because he's still a kid who grew up with Star Wars, watching Alec Guinness play this character. You know what I mean? So for him to be in that moment again, he was like, I look over in the dressing table and I see Hayden Christian, you know, getting ready for his setup. But it's like nothing changed in between the 20 years when we filmed it. You know what I mean? And, you know, props to Hayden Christian coming back, because my man went through a lot of shit for those prequels. And listen, doesn't really bother me.
Did it affect his career?
Well, it went up and down, didn't it? Because he did Jumper, he did Hustlers or something like that. He did a couple of good movies, but, you know, people, as you said, bro, human beings, bro, we cruel, man. We are really cruel. We're not, as you said, we got a lot to work on as human beings, bro. Like, we're grateful, we're blessed. You know, we're always going to be thankful for the things that we get, but that's the way we've been taught. You know, I look at Lara and I know that there's kids in the world that not even be able to get a plate of food, even though I've had to work so hard to get that plate of food. They don't get that, but I'm getting my plate full, bro, of content. But people rip the shit out of him. They rip the shit out of him and the young kid who played Anakin as well, and, you know, suicidal thoughts. A guy who played Jar Jar Binks. Have you seen his documentary, bro?
No.
He almost killed himself, bro. He was suicidal. And then he looked, you know, he has a family, he has a kid, and he was looking to kill himself because he was just trying to feed them by doing a movie and get abused like that. People, man, you need to know everybody's battling, man, and everybody's just trying to get a payslip, and everybody's just trying to make their mark on this world. You know what I mean? Some sort of legacy that they can leave back for their kids. You know, our granddad did that, doing what he did in the Second World War. My dad did that with the work that he's done to keep us going and to do what we're doing now, bro. But people need to understand the logics, and it's difficult, I know, because people suffer in different ways. But man, they got it. But bro, redemption, because that's what Star Wars is doing right now.
Bro, that we spoke about this the other day about what was the other one, man? Justice League and
Justice League.
Jack, can you believe it? I was going to say Rob Schneider's Justice League.
Rob Schneider, I'd love to see that.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yeah. But listen, it's great that they do the redemption, and I love the fact that, you know, like, Disney is throwing the money. She say, "I'll bring him back, man. Come on, let's redo it." Like, it's just amazing. It's amazing, bro. And listen, you know, maybe I was a negative prick at one point, but I grew up, and I think a lot of people have grown up. But listen, losers, you will never catch The Rock talking shit about someone. You will never catch Arnold talking shit about you, bro. You'll never catch Rogan talking shit. No, because they're not losers. These people are losers. When you're a loser talking shit about someone, you ain't doing shit with your life, and you would never even, bro, you won't even believe it, bro. Not just actors, but UFC, MMA fighters who are like the toughest athletes on the planet go through criticism by some fucking loser on some fucking.
I know, but we've got to be careful about how we say that, bro.
What do you mean?
We've got to be careful about how we say that, because we don't know what they're going through as a victim of whatever mental health they're going through. So
it's true, but
it's hard. Listen. Yes, I want to say that, but then I got to understand the fact that everybody's having their own battles and seeing things in different ways.
That's true, though. But I mean, listen, everyone goes through their own battles and whatnot. But man, listen, if you're commenting on, I'm using MMA fighters as an example, so people would never, ever even do 1 day of training, 1 day or 1 hour of training that these guys go through, and you have no idea the mental capacity that these guys go through to do this, bro. Like, and you think that you can criticize a fighter. I mean, it's crazy. Like, you probably got like 80% body fat and diabetes and shit and eating Cheetos, and then you feel like you can make a comment disrespecting and laughing at a fighter who probably just got knocked out or broke a leg or whatever it is, and you're laughing about, like, you could do a capacity of what they do. Listen, bro, like I say, yes, they might be going through their own shit, but that's what it is. Like, hurt people. That's what they say, right? Maybe these people are hurt, but nah, man, you're spreading that loser mentality. I don't, nah, man. But anyway, getting deep today. I'm glad he's back, and I never, you know, I listen. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I can't wait. Every week I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna enjoy it. They're gonna make it they're gonna give us some good shit. You've seen what they did at the end of Rogue One, where Vader had his little scene. I think we're gonna get lots of that sort of stuff. Man. We saw what Luke did at the end of Mandalorian. I think we're gonna get some real Jedi shit, bro. So I can't wait. I can't wait for that, man. We've got lots of good things to look forward to, bro.
No, of course, bro. Definitely, without a doubt, we've got so much. We've got so much ahead of us. And wow, I've got one more piece of work to do, and then I can chill, bros. No, good day, good work, productive. You know, I like to give 100% to everything I do when we get on the podcast, but life does get busy, and I'm trying to focus. But I've got to do 2 pieces of work while we did a podcast, so I've got one more piece, which means I can have Sunday afternoon to sit down and chill, be with Laura and the family, and do some cleaning. And then put together the stuff I want to do for, like, you know, for charity at the moment. I want to collect as much as I can and do my part. I think I need to do that, bro. It's been bugging me for a little while, man. And every time I look at Laura and I see these video clips and stuff, it breaks my heart, man. And it's like, you know, yes, everybody needs help. Everybody needs help. And we can do only so much we can do. But if we could do a little bit, that plays a big part, man. And it's mentally exhilarating as well, you know what I mean, to try and do that. Because I was watching some videos, bro, from my Instagram yesterday. And I'm just trying to think of, like, content moving forward and how we push our stuff as well. But then I saw Idris's 1 mile walk and how much he raised and the excitement of doing that. And, you know, it was emotional. I got a bit emotional. I was like, oh, man, he did it, man. I need to do this as well, you know what I mean? And we've done stuff for charity before, but that's what we've done internally. It's time to push out a bit further and give out there. So I can't wait to start my own campaign to help others.
Awesome, bro. Well, let me know how I can help, because I definitely want to be involved too. So whatever I could do from my side, let me know, bro.
I will do. Just let me know if you see any publications with my name on it, bro.
Always, bro. Awesome, man. Well, look, there's a lot to talk about. We spoke a lot today, man. Shit, we got deep. But that was a good podcast, man. It's been a while. It's been a while since we talked a lot, and a lot of stuff have come out, getting deep with stuff. But until next week, man, what do we got? Like, I mean, let's see what
Daniel Radcliffe responds to Wolverine rumors.
He better get jacked. He's gonna do that. Hey, we're getting Wolverine in Doctor Strange. I'm telling you, he's showing up. I'm telling you, you'll be silly not to think that he's not coming in. It's all gonna happen. Please throw the Punisher in there. Oh my God, please.
I'm gonna leave the podcast I'm gonna leave the podcast on a note, a quote from the late Tupac Shakur. They got money for the war, but they can't feed the poor. I'm gonna leave it there. Bro,
peace, Tupac.
Have a good late evening, bro, over there on your side. And yeah, we'll catch you guys up soon. Make sure you check out all of our social media platforms, guys. And if you can't watch us on YouTube, you can stream us on all listening platforms, which is SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Just type it in, man. The Brothers Geek Out Podcast. It'll pop up and you'll get notified. Get notified onto your mobiles, guys. If you guys like listening to podcasts, you want to hear us geek out and talk about real world stuff and our family stuff, then listen in, man. But I can't thank you enough, because Twitter's been absolutely awesome. TikTok's been awesome. And even on the Instagram page, it's starting to grow and we're getting people and people are interacting. And that's the main thing, man. If we can reach out to one person and it connects, then definitely is good. But other than that, bro, take care of yourself, man. Safe. Peace.